Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope y'all had a nice weekend. Sorry I didn't get a video to you on Friday. I was a bit off last week towards the end of the week, but Monday here, beautiful day, cooler temps coming, and everything is good. Anyhow, today I want to talk about how raw vegan weight loss is pretty much straightforward. That's it. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate if you go down and hit the subscribe button now. Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. I thought I would do this. I couldn't tell you. I've done countless weight loss videos in the past, and I'm probably going to say a lot of the same things and throw out a lot of the same Jack cliches as I have before. Because I believe, listen, I get this every week, no matter how many videos I do and no matter how much I say, look, this is my process and I don't do this over here. People want me to do a program for them, a plan. There's no way I can do that. Watch my videos, listen to me. You got to have a little bit of listening comprehension. I mean, you should be able to watch 3 or 4 videos and kind of figure out who I am, that I'm not a plan guy. Like, I'm not going to sit and go, oh, sure, here you go. Okay, you wake up and it's 7 o'clock. I want you to eat 3 bananas, 2 dates, and this. That's just not it. And God, why would you want to do this? Because everybody wants, like I've said many times, everybody wants a diet. Everybody wants to follow this like a diet. Everybody's so stuck in that mindset that we all lived in most of our lives. There's got to be a plan, a diet, restriction, all that kind of stuff. None of it is necessary. No restriction is necessary if you're eating the right things. I don't ever sit around and deny myself food. I never sit around hungry and say, okay, I need to wait for some fictional point on the clock to come before I eat. And it's because I put the proper things into my body. Now, when I say the proper things into my body, I'm not saying everything. I'm perfect and the way I eat is exactly how you need to eat. I'm not even saying that there's necessarily one perfect way for everybody, but there's just a lot of little simple truths that you'll remember. And I wanted to do this video now because this next weekend is Halloween, which kind of kicks off. You know, people always want to celebrate everything for 2 or 3 months. So basically after Halloween, that kind of kicks off the holiday season, where Thanksgiving will be, I don't know when it falls this year, 3 or 4 weeks later. Then comes Christmas. And this is that point where a lot of people just kind of throw their hands up and say, okay, I'll get back on it. I'll lose weight. I'll do whatever come January. And then like, if nothing else, think about this in your mind right now, and at least don't gain any weight until the end of the year. But with a little smarts and just a little common sense, you could actually lose weight before the mythical January 1st. And when everybody else is starting to talk about their resolutions, you'll already be there. Or depending on how much weight you have to lose, you'll be well on your way. So what's my number one cliche that I've said more times than any? The cleaner you eat, the more you can eat. That is why I advocate cutting out the junk, cutting out the garbage, cutting out the fake stuff. Like this morning, I had a monstrous smoothie of bananas and frozen blueberries. I drank. I was about to say I ate. I drank as much as I could. My belly was full. But when I'm eating like that and filling my belly, I'm not sluggish. I'm not weighed down. I went out and took a walk very shortly after that. So, you know, like I say, clean it up. And for people that might be new to this type of thinking, I'll kind of get into what I consider cleaner to be. And basically, here's the philosophy that I use every single day, mostly. Now, I'm not saying that I don't ever give myself a treat or I don't eat things that I probably shouldn't eat. Well, I won't say I eat things that I shouldn't eat. I sometimes allow myself something that I probably shouldn't eat as much of or whatever. But anyhow, feed your nutritional needs versus feeding your taste buds. I cannot stress that enough. I really wish I could have somebody that has difficulty grasping this, like live with me or me live with them for a couple of weeks, because that's literally what I'm thinking when I'm getting ready to make every meal. I'm not sitting around going, oh, I've got some good this or that in the kitchen or blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, I had this for breakfast. Like right now, when I'm done with this video, green smoothie time. Why? Because I haven't gotten my greens today. So I will have fruit. I will have greens. I will probably have in my green smoothie anywhere. I'll probably have at least 8 bananas. Let's say I'm gonna have an 8 banana green smoothie. I'm gonna stuff a bunch of kale in there. Getting your greens in, getting those greens in every day. I'm going to put some sprouts in there. Sprouts are so good for you, so nutritious, and they're filling. Now, here's the little trick here when you're trying to lose weight. Okay, now, and also, too, because somebody will say, yeah, but if you drink smoothies, you can't lose weight on smoothies. You may not be able to have as big a smoothies as me, but I pretty much can have all the smoothie I want and still I don't gain weight, and sometimes I still don't eat enough. In fact, right now I'm trying to gain back a little bit of weight I lost because I lost my appetite last week when I wasn't feeling so good. But yeah, so I feed, like, that's what I do. I go, okay, and I'm probably not going to eat a salad today, later, because just the way it falls. So I'm gonna put some sprouts in my smoothie. And what else do I normally put in my smoothie? Blackstrap molasses for a little calcium and iron. Now, the kicker here is I like when I make my green smoothie like that, believe it or not, that's one of the best things I have during the day. And I'll either put I generally put hemp seeds in there, but I say put some chia seeds in there, because when you have the fruit, the greens, and the chia seeds, and some people are adamant they don't want to mix any kind of fat, but I just find that those seeds help with your hunger for a little bit longer. So anyhow, feed your nutritional needs and not your taste buds. Stay hydrated. So many times when people are just like, you've eaten, you know in your mind you really shouldn't be hungry, but it's just kind of bothering you. Maybe you're haven't been fully hydrated, and a lot of times when we're not fully hydrated, that will mimic hunger. And you can actually stay ahead of that. By the time, it's kind of hard to drink your hunger away. By the time you're actually hungry, although I would say try it. If you know it's not really time to eat, and you really shouldn't be hungry, or there's no reason, a nutritional reason you're hungry, drink some water. But I suggest getting out ahead of that and just starting with your hydration first thing in the morning, getting fully hydrated and staying fully hydrated every day. When you get into a pattern of being fully hydrated every day, your body just in general, that's a little bonus tip in here, just works more efficiently. But also, when you're fully hydrated all the time, you tend not to have so many of the little cravings and I want a snack and I need something in between and this and that, and always chasing your hunger. Should be common sense. You're trying to lose weight, low fat. Weight loss now, I'm not a fanatic when we're just talking about general health and whatever. But if you're trying to lose weight, I would say, for a period of time, for sure, keep it to 10%. Keep it to 10% fat every day. Eating low fat, eating clean, eating plenty of fruit, greens, sprouts, things like that, other vegetables, making big, massive salads with lots of colors in there. Put your favorite stuff in there. Start with a nice bed of greens, like some lettuce, arugula, or whatever you like. And, chop up your veggies in there. Put some sprouts in there. I'm not a huge tomato person. I know a lot of people like those. Tomatoes, carrots, broccoli. Another one of my little tricks that people hear me talk about all the time that's so good for you is I chop up purple cabbage, broccoli, sometimes carrots, and I keep those in little Tupperwares also to put on there. Get as many colors, as much variety in your food as possible. But keep it low fat. And there's a lot of, find yourself several, however many you need to keep yourself satisfied, low-fat salad dressings, low-fat recipes. Melissa's Raw Food Romance, I think they've got a new bundle out there right now, but her plant dips and dressings book, that book, I could go for the rest, like if I got stuck somewhere and just had that book for the rest of my life, plus the few I've come up with over the years, I'd be fine. I mean, and what I really like about that one, and I think she has that in a number of her other books, is there's a section in there with no fat, low fat, and higher fat, more moderate fat. So keep that fat low, get yourself some good recipes that make those big salads really good, And you just kind of like before, like if you, like I'm not going to make a plan for you, and you don't need a formal plan yourself, but you can plan out your days. Like in other words, think of those nutritional things. Like think, okay, if you're sitting here listening to this in the evening or whatever, or even during the day, think about tomorrow. Think about how you're going to start your day. You're going to drink some water. You're going to get some hydration in. Think about your first meal. Think about maybe go to the store today and get the stuff in your refrigerator ready. Chop your, have a bunch of stuff ready for a salad. And if you have these things in place and you've got, okay, I've got this for breakfast, I've got this for maybe a smoothie, or however you're going to do, however you structure your day, whether you have your bigger, like I have a bigger meal generally during the middle of the day. I'm not having a salad today, but and just set it up like that and have those things around. And when you really fill yourself up with those green smoothies, like when I have my green smoothie, that'll keep me going for hours and hours. In fact, I will a lot of times I will choose to eat before I have to. If I needed to, I could drink my smoothie right after this video and I could go 4 or 5 or 6 hours. So if you plan out a good big smoothie during the day, you eat plenty of fruit and you have that big salad, or you have whatever's going to be maybe your big meal that's not, fruit and or smoothie for the day, you just do those things. And there's no time, there's nothing else. You don't need, if you do those things, your body's not going to say, well, I need to eat this, that, or the other. In the end, you're just going to, you got to kind of figure it out. And for the people that are always talking about their cravings, their addictions, you've just got to do whatever you have to do. Some people maybe have to scramble a little bit more. Maybe you have to have snacks around, but that are good snacks that you have right next to you that'll keep you from reaching for something bad. But the main point here is whether you do it my way, somebody else's way, there's never going to be any tricks. There's never going to be that book or that plan or that one video from one person that's going to, all of a sudden, the light bulbs are going to go off in your head. It's always going to be about you. And I'll finish with this. It's like with most people, with me, when I quit drinking, when I lost weight, when I quit smoking, when you really decide to do it, you'll do it. For everybody that has never lost the weight they wanted to, they just haven't decided that they're serious about losing the weight yet. And I'll actually finish with this, because there's always the person that gets their feelings hurt. Yes, there will be exceptions, but this is general, pretty much just basic human psychology, most of the stuff. So anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. Oh, and also too, get out and move your body a little bit. You don't have to be fanatic. And if you're eating like this, you don't have to be, okay, got to get to the gym every day and get on that damn treadmill for 45 minutes. Now you want to move your body because that makes for a healthy body. But I don't really think we need exercise for the weight loss. I just think we need exercise because depending on how much weight you lose, you're a little bit more solid when you get there. So anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. And if you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you here in a couple of days. Peace.